Hey guys, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to the LEGO channel. Today we're going to be doing a lot of work in the village. We're basically going to be switching everything around. We're going to be getting a new road, removing all this dragon stuff. We're switching around a bunch of the houses. So let's get into it. It definitely looks pretty empty like that. I think I'm going to move Magista's workshop too. I'm keeping this jousting thing in the village, but I think it needs to move for right now. So then I started just taking off all the pieces of the old road, and it was actually kind of oddly satisfying taking them all off and kind of fun in a weird way. But taking these all off will allow me to have room for the new road that I'm going to be making with a bunch of round tiles and studs. I think it's going to look a lot more realistic and just on par with the rest of the detail of the LEGO Village. I think that the current road, it fits in fine, but it's not like a great fit when you see all the details of the other sets around it, and then the road's just kind of a plain gray plate. Like, I don't know. So with most of the road out of the way, it's time to start changing things up. Over here, I'm thinking is going to be kind of like the farm area, so that'll be the original farmhouse, the farm stuff, like that little field, the pig stuff, and that farm, and then also the new farmhouse from the new medieval town square. So here's what it's looking like so far. I have the farm area kind of assembled over here. I'm thinking I'm gonna have a fence around the whole thing. I'm gonna have to get that later, but there's going to be a lot more going into this. I think I'm going to have like a row of corn right here along that stuff just to fill that in more. So there's a little bit of empty space right now. And then pigs will be going in that pen. I did a well there. And then this little water here with the water wheel, I'm going to have a river coming in through there that's going to like travel through that water on the tree and then go out the other side. And then I'm going to start the road right here. So I started putting on all these slopes and the studs that I was going to use to make the road, and I was immediately just really happy with the way it looked. I think it looks super realistic and fits in with the rest of the village very well. It definitely took a lot longer putting these new pieces in than it did taking the old ones off because there are so many of them, but it was actually like a pretty fun process getting to see them all go on the table. And then I was starting a straight path and I started sending them the other way down towards the farm area. So the road will be going down just along the fence that's going to be put in the farm area, which I think will look really good. And I'm going to end up putting some green plate around the road so that it more blends in with the ground. And so I added some paths leading up to the 3 doorways on the farmhouse. And then I started adding the green plate around the side. I was pretty happy with how that was turning out too. I think it made the road blend in more with the ground, which was nice. And I think it also just gave more texture to the ground in general. I'll probably be adding some green plate in other areas too, just to blend things in more. I think it'll give it a little more. So I moved the well to the very center of the town square, and then I started building the road around it. But shortly after I started doing that, I was running out of pieces, so I'm gonna have to order some more. So this revamp of the village is gonna be a multiple video process because after this video, there's gonna be even a lot more things I'm gonna do after the road. So stay tuned.